Welcome, Leos. This is your June 22nd to June 28th forecast. And for you, the most influential transit is going to be the summer solstice on June 20th. It's going to highlight your love and relationships. And this solstice is going to fill your energy with radiant light, inspiring passion, and a magnetic glow in your love life. So let your authentic self shine unapologetically. And you're being guided to embrace your inner fire by engaging in solar plexus meditations. So dance, sing, and create from your heart to magnetize aligned love. So let's see what we have going on for you here. So wonderful. So we literally have love and new beginnings coming out for you. So that is going to be a focus for you. And it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be self-love, love for your environment, your family, just a general appreciation for the things that you have and the things that you are receiving at this time. So it's really just about unconditional love. We also have the Three of Wands here, so you may be planning or have some plans in the works here. So you and your partner, if you are involved, could be planning a particular, like a wedding or some sort of celebration, or you may be planning to take things to the next step, next level, like moving in together or getting engaged. You may also be planning for a family. Okay, so whatever this is, you may have like some general plans and goals that you do want to achieve and accomplish. And so you are clearly being guided here to just understand and trust in the process, and don't set specific deadlines or very, very specific outcomes for yourself, because it's really about allowing the universe to see and understand what you would like, and then trusting that you will receive everything that you need in divine timing. And it really, what you receive is going to be up to you and the frequency that you're vibrating at. So there really is no limit to what you can receive and what you can accomplish and to what can happen for you. Oh, wonderful. So we do have gifts coming through into you. So your partner may be working on providing you with some sort of gift or benefit, or like we talked about, you may be advancing to the next level in some way. For some of you, it might literally be a diamond. All right, so we do have, we want to watch out for just any stubbornness, any of that type of energy creeping in. And I feel like this is a really great message about when you are planning, don't be so set on very specific outcomes and trying to force things to happen in your environment. Okay, so if you do find that you are being stubborn, then that is sort of that reminder to you of like, yes, everything will come to you in divine timing, and you can work on your frequency, your vibration in the meantime, because that is actually how you change your reality, as opposed to like just forcing or just writing down your manifestations, things like that. You know that you need to work on vibrating at that frequency to receive the things that you're desiring. Okay, so let's see, challenges. So you may be feeling like a little emotionally overwhelmed, and it could be something you view as positive, or it could be opportunity to learn some things from that, or it could be a little bit of a challenge for some of you as well. So it is going to be important for you to figure out a way to manage your emotions appropriately as a part of this process. There's also you releasing burdens here and the opportunity for you to do that. So you're really being guided here to balance your emotions and let go of things that aren't serving you. So these are going to come up as a challenge for you this week. Okay, so it may also be like some limiting ideas or thoughts, belief systems, You may also struggle with like feeling like you deserve love and trusting and knowing that, and that may result in self-sabotage at times. But it's appearing as though like this is going to be a really great opportunity for you to again work on how you view yourself, your self-value, your self-worth, your self-confidence, and you trusting and knowing that you deserve love and you deserve any of the beautiful things that come your way. So don't self-sabotage yourself and sabotage things because you feel like you may not be ready for them. It's time to explore those feelings and to let go of what is not true. Okay? Let's see. Underlying issues, 9 of Swords. So yeah, you definitely have these thought patterns and these belief systems, because we're looking specifically at underlying issues here. So it's definitely self-worth, self-value, and if this doesn't align with you, it doesn't resonate, then just skip over this part. But yeah, there may definitely be some underlying thoughts about yourself and the way that you view yourself that may surface and come out as an issue for you. So again, it's really working hard not to self-sabotage yourself. Oh my goodness, you cannot make this up. We have beliefs coming out here as well, here in the challenge section. So yeah, it is your beliefs and you trusting and knowing in what you deserve, and that you do deserve to be in joy, to be in bliss, to be content. You do deserve those things. That is who you authentically are. Okay, so you know that's your normal state. What else? And we have burdens, obstacles, and hurdles, lessons with partners, with patience, with responsibility and accountability. So it's really about here, and we're really focusing on you here. So this is a wonderful confirmation of that don't project that out onto your partner or in your environment. This is about you and your value and your self-worth, and exploring that if you feel like it's appropriate. So some of you may apply this in different ways, or you may just skip past this section based off of how you feel about yourself and what you know to be true. So if this is something that you know you want to deal with, and you do feel like it blocks you sometimes from your happiness or from happier states, then that is something you do want to focus on exploring this month. So whether it's journaling, meditations, inner child work, whatever those practices are that helps you to release any of those blocks or those fears or those beliefs and values and those systems that just aren't true and aren't representative of your authentic self, then do those practices so that you can release those things and that you can move into this state where you are on a higher frequency with your partner, or you're on a higher frequency and willing and open to inviting that same type of love in. Because many of us give that love out, but it's not necessarily balanced when you're talking about, are you receiving that same type of love back? Okay. So let's look at your beliefs. So yes, I love to see this come out in the beliefs, because it's almost like you may, even through all of this, still know that there is someone for you, that you do have a life partner, and that's up to you if you've designed that for yourself as part of this experience or not. So there is no right or wrong way to be, whether you have one or not. You know that the love you desire and crave is already within you, and this little reminder of like, yeah, connect within to receive and trust and know that you have that already, and then it will shine outside. It will shine in your external environment. That will then come to you. Okay, so don't give up on that. And I also feel like this is a message that your guides are there, your angels are there, your higher self is there, source is there. So anytime you are feeling that, you can connect within and give yourself the love, the support, the encouragement, the protection, the security that you're desiring. Okay. and you are ready to close out any old cycles. You are ready to let go of any burdens, any fear, any doubt, any of those feelings of lack and low self-worth. You're willing and ready to let those things go. Okay, so what do you think that you need to do to close out that cycle, to finally let those things go? That is what you're being guided to do here. Okay, so let's look at your approach. Okay, so the Page of Swords here. Okay, so for some of you, you may sort of present yourself as like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter, or it's not as important, or the way that you may be presenting yourself in this situation to the rest of the world is one that's not necessarily aligned with who you authentically are. So like I said, you may be, thinking in terms of like, oh, either everything's good, everything's fine, there's no issues in our relationship, we're happy. So it could be that type of situation where really beneath the surface there are these areas that do need to be explored, that do need to be addressed, for you to truly trust and know like who the right partner is for you. And it could be the one you're with now, or it could be that you find that, yeah, we're not necessarily aligned, and you were here to teach me something at this point in time, and now it's time for me to move on. So yeah, there's a variety. There's many different paths here. This is a collective reading, so you have to figure out which path is right for you. But it's all here. It's all on the table. But the main part of this, what I'm trying to get across here, if I can just get it out, is that you may be presenting things in a way that they're not. Okay, so it's really about you being honest. And it's not that you got to tell everyone your business, or you got to, write down or share all your problems with the world. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is what's happening, and it's not about fixing it for others. It's about going within and fixing it within yourself and in your relationship, so that you are content, so that you feel fulfilled. Okay, so if running to everybody, and again, this isn't for everybody, so if it doesn't resonate, just don't take it. But just presenting to the world that you have this perfect, happy situation is not helping you to make any progress. It's not helping you to grow that situation that is actually there, truly existing, that you're trying to work through behind the scenes. Okay, so does that make sense? All right, so let's see. All right, so we're looking at outside environment. We have passion. Okay, interesting. This is so interesting because, okay, there may also be some things going on externally. So it could be that there are other connections that are happening or occurring, that you are not necessarily dealing with. So for instance, and again, this is not going to be everybody, but your partner may be seeing other people. They may be connected with other people. They may be talking to other people, and you could be saying like, okay, well, you could be pretending that that's not happening, or you could be just overlooking it, or you could be seeing it and then deciding like, well, I'm just not going to address it, or it's not as important to me. And there is no wrong answer here. If you're open to that, you're okay with that, then that is how it is, and that is what it is, and that's nobody's business. But if you're not okay with that, or if that's not something you subscribe to, or you are aligned with, then that is what's being called out here as don't ignore those things. And that is just an example. It could be something similar or not, but anything related to that, to where you feel like you may be like just overlooking things or not speaking up about things, is what you're being guided to know that, okay, this could potentially come up to the surface. It can bubble up to the surface in a variety of ways. So you could also be in a situation where your partner does have children to other individuals. So there's that component that you need to work through and deal with. So that could be presenting some discussions. And I don't want to say issues, because children are not issues. They're beautiful beings. And we all, as adults, need to work together to, ensure that they all feel safe and feel loved. So it just may be like a couple of situations that pop up here and there that need to be addressed, and that everyone needs to come to the table and be open, and you're being guided to really take a higher perspective when you are in these types of situations and there are discussions that need to be had. You should be coming from a place where your heart is open and you're thinking about what's best for the children. Okay? What else? Okay, so you are also being guided to not view things in the perspective of like what's happening to you, or someone's doing you wrong, or you're the victim, because although yes, there are times when we are mistreated, but really essentially at the core, it's a lesson that you designed for yourself to learn. Okay, so it may be just a matter of you needing to see the energy that you're reflecting out and how that's impacting others. You're now seeing that because it's happening to you. Or it could be you quite literally just again not being as open and fair. So let's just say, like, it may be a little bit of selfishness here coming out, for some of you. That's not all of you. But if there's a way, again, that you can maybe just take yourself out of the situation and view it from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, you can connect with the different perspectives and see, things from other parties' viewpoints. And that may help you to be more objective in your decision-making process and in how you decide to respond and work through and collaborate with your partner and everyone involved on a win-win solution that benefits everybody, all the parties involved. Okay? And I'm hearing like someone may be saying like, well, how can I do that if, the partner or my partner or the baby's mother or father, like if they're not really willing to come to the table? Well, you don't have control over anyone else's actions. You only have control over yours and what you're offering. And again, that should be coming from a heart-centered place. So if you are open, then stay open. Don't say, well, you're not open, so I'm not going to be open. Like, this is about learning lessons and growing and advancing and expanding your consciousness. So in that case, the best thing for you to do, and again, you do what you want. You have free will. But this is really about you're being guided to be open. And don't do things like as a response. Do things from your heart. And you can never go wrong, regardless of how it works out. Okay. So let's see what else here. What else? So you have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So there's really, as a part of just strengthening your bonds with your partner, you may find that the passion's reignited here. So you have a lot of passion coming out here as well, passion and emotions. And so just be aware that those are things that may impact you this week. And so if you do feel like you're being a little overly passionate and how do I want to say? I see the word, I just can't like communicate it. Obsessive. Okay. So, and what I mean by that is like you may find that you're just a little too hands-on, or I'm even hearing like clingy. Don't be coming for me. I gotta tell you the truth here. But again, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, just leave it. But yeah, you just may be mindful of that this week. So maybe there's other areas that you can focus on, like your health and wellness, or meditating, or getting some other self-care practices in, or hanging out with your friends, or just the space may be beneficial here. as a part of the process, as a part of you working through things with your partner or in the family environment. So definitely get those self-care practices in. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Let's get a couple oracles here. So we have Gemini qualities with being expressive. What else? We have divine oneness and interconnectedness. The divine is attracting you to like minds that align with the same wisdom and knowledge needed or desired to carry you on your journey. And I love this because I was going to mention it and I didn't, but it is coming up here again to me. So this is definitely calling out the Six of Cups card to me with soul family. So there's absolutely soul family and soul tribe available to you to be of support. Okay, so there's a lot of knowledge and wisdom out there. And again, it's not that you have to tell your business or, you know, just let everybody know every single thing that's going on. There may be certain components, or there may be a way that you can phrase a question or a discussion post in a way that you can ask for that advice, but you don't have to tell your personal business. Okay, so I do want to clarify that, because I know I'm always like talking about like, oh, there's soul family available, connect with others, but you know, do that in a way that you feel comfortable and where you don't feel like you're just completely exposing yourself and all of your, you know, ideas and things that you have going on to a place where, you know, you don't necessarily feel comfortable or want to do that. Only share what you feel comfortable with sharing. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a great message there. So what else do we have? You have a firm foundation here. Wonderful, because this is what you're working towards here. As you're working through and resolving all these things that are bubbling up to the surface, that is allowing you to work on that foundation and to solidify it and to create that foundation from unconditional love, where you're not afraid to talk about any of the things that come up and you work through them as a family. What else? So we have journey and you preparing for that journey and making sure that you're ready when the time comes. So this is get prepared now. I love that, because this is absolutely a new journey, a new opportunity that you have here to really dig underneath the surface and address those underlying beliefs and thoughts and just anything that needs to kind of bubble up to the surface for you to talk about and express and collaborate on, providing and identifying the best solutions for, again, all parties involved. Okay, Leo, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.